Hello, my dear friend. Welcome to the VUS Learning English podcast. My name is Anna, and I am so happy you are here with me today. Thank you for choosing to listen. It means so much to me. Today, we are going to talk about something very special. It is a simple idea, but it is a very powerful idea. It is an idea that can help you learn English. It can help you with your work. It can help you with your family. It can help you with your dreams. We are going to learn about a skill. This skill is more important than the feeling of motivation. This skill is the true key to help you control your life. So find a quiet place. Maybe get a warm cup of tea. Just relax. Let's learn together. I have one small question for you. Where are you listening from today? Are you in Vietnam? Are you in Japan? Are you in Brazil? Or somewhere else in our beautiful world? You can tell me in the comments later. I love to read where our friends are. And if you enjoy our time together, please think about following our channel. Or you can give this episode a like. When you do that, you help our podcast grow. It helps us reach more English learners just like you. It is a small click for you, but it is a big help for us. Thank you, my friend. Okay, are you ready? Let's begin. I want you to think about something. Do you ever feel like you have a motivation problem? Do you say to yourself, if I had more motivation, I could do it. If I felt more motivation, I could finish my project. I could exercise and get healthy. I could start my own business. I could be a better parent or a better friend. Maybe you wake up in the morning. You feel a little bit of energy, a little spark. You make a big plan. You feel excited. You feel like anything is possible. But then, what happens? Maybe after a few hours, or maybe after a few days, that feeling is gone. The good feeling is gone. The fire is out, and a bad feeling comes. It is a sad, heavy feeling. It is the feeling of guilt. A little voice in your head starts to talk. The little voice says, "See, you failed again. You are not good enough. You do not have what it takes." This feeling is very painful, so you look for help. You look for answers. You watch videos. You listen to podcasts. You read books. And they all tell you the same things. They say, find your big reason. They say, you just need discipline. They say, work harder, hustle more. They tell you that motivation is like a light switch. You can just turn it on. You just need to want it a lot. But you try and the feeling does not stay. It never lasts. And when it goes away, you feel even worse. You feel more sad, more broken. You start to believe that you are the problem. You think, I am different. I am lazy. You think, I cannot live the life I want. This is a very lonely feeling. But I want to tell you something very important. What if that whole story is not true? What if it is a lie? What if your problem is not motivation? What if the reason you are not where you want to be has nothing to do with motivation? What if I told you that motivation is a trap? It can trick you. The truth is, there is something else. There is something that is stealing your great future. It is stealing your success. It is stealing your good relationships. It is stealing your peace. And you are not even looking for it. There is one master skill, one very important skill. Most people do not see it, but this skill really controls your life. By the end of our time together today, you will know what this skill is. and you will have a clear, simple plan. A plan from science, a plan to help you build this skill. You can start right after this episode ends. This is not magic. This is not just hype. This is about how your brain works. This is about taking back control. This is about getting the keys to your own mind. Are you curious? Good. Let's continue this journey together. Section 1. The problem, the great motivation lie. Let's be honest with each other. We love the idea of motivation. We think about it all the time. We think motivation is a magical thing, like a treasure we have to find. When we wake up, we check how we feel. We check our motivation meter. Is the meter high? We think, great, today I will do many things. Is the meter low? We think, oh no, I have no energy today. I will try again tomorrow. Maybe we try to force the feeling. We listen to a strong speech. We play a loud, fast song. But really, we are waiting for a feeling to save us. This makes you a passenger in your own life. You are not the driver. Your feelings are the driver. Imagine you are on a sailboat. You want to go to a beautiful island, but you do not know how to sail, so you just wait. You wait for the wind. You think, I need a perfect wind to take me there. Some days a very strong wind comes. Your boat flies across the water. You feel amazing. You feel like the king or queen of the world. You feel so powerful. But what about most days? Most days the wind is weak, or there is no wind at all. So your boat just sits there. It moves a little up and down on the water. You are not going anywhere. You are stuck, adrift. You just wait and wait and wait. You are waiting for a feeling like the wind to come and rescue you. And when the feeling does not come, you start to blame yourself. You say, I am a bad sailor. You blame the boat. You say, this is a bad boat. You blame the sails. You never ask a different question. You never ask, was waiting for the wind the right plan? This way of thinking creates a circle, a bad circle. It is a sad and tiring circle. Let's call it the motivation guilt circle. It has 4 stages, 4 steps. Let's imagine a story about a woman named Maria. Maria wants to learn to cook healthy food. Step 1 is the peak, the high energy. Maria watches a cooking show. She sees a chef make a beautiful, healthy meal. She feels a big rush of energy, a jolt of inspiration. She says, I can do that. I will cook a healthy meal every day this week. She goes to the store. She buys fresh vegetables and fruits. She tells her family and friends about her new plan. She feels wonderful. This is the high. Then comes step 2, the plateau, the flat part. The first day is great. The second day is good. But then the first excitement goes away. Life gets busy. Maria has a long, hard day at work. Her child gets sick. It's raining outside and she feels tired. The idea of chopping vegetables and cooking does not feel exciting anymore. It feels like hard work, a chore. Her emotional energy is low. The feeling of motivation is almost empty. This leads to step 3, the break. Maria thinks, I'm too tired tonight. I will just order a pizza. It's just one time. I will start again tomorrow. She tells herself it is a small pause, but it is not just a pause. It is a break in the chain. Because now comes step 4, the crash, the fall. This is the guilt and the shame. The little voice comes back in her head. It is very loud now. The voice says, I knew it. You cannot do it. You always give up. You are so lazy. You have no willpower. This feeling of failure is very, very painful. It hurts her heart. So Maria wants to stop the pain. What is the easiest way to stop the pain of failing at a goal? You give up the goal. You forget the plan. So Maria stops trying to cook healthy meals. The fresh vegetables in her fridge go bad. She is back where she started, but now it is worse. Because now she carries a new weight, the weight of another failure, the memory of that bad feeling. So next time, it is harder to start. She is afraid to try again. She thinks she needs an even bigger feeling of motivation, a stronger wind. She hopes that a super strong motivation will carry her all the way to her goal next time. But it never works. It is a broken plan. We think motivation causes us to act. We think, first I feel motivated, then I do the thing. But that is usually wrong. It is the other way around. Action is what causes motivation. Motivation is a result of your action. It is a product. Think about it. Motivation is just a feeling, an emotion. It comes and goes, like feeling happy, or feeling sad, or feeling angry. You cannot feel happy all day, every day. It is not possible. So why do we think we can feel motivated all the time? Would you make a plan for your money like this? Would you say, I will only save money on the days I feel happy? Of course not. That sounds silly. But we do this with our biggest dreams in life. We put our dreams in the hands of a feeling that changes every day. This is the great motivation lie, and it is the thing that keeps you feeling stuck. It keeps you waiting in your boat for a wind that may never come. Section 2. Agitation, the true thief of your potential. So, if waiting for motivation is the wrong plan, what is the right plan? Many people then turn to something else. They turn to discipline. Discipline feels stronger than motivation. It is the tough cousin. The story changes. It is not, I need to feel good to do it. It becomes, I have to be tough and do it. People who talk about discipline say you must ignore your feelings. Just work hard, grind, hustle, force yourself to do it. And for a few people, this works for a short time. But for most of us, it is just too hard. It feels like a war against yourself. You are fighting yourself every single day. It is so tiring. You get burned out. This is because you are still fighting the wrong enemy. You think the enemy is your lazy self. You think the enemy is your lack of motivation. You think the enemy is your lack of discipline. But the real enemy is something else. The real problem is that you are distracted. Let me say that again. It is very important. Your main problem is not a lack of motivation. Your main problem is not a lack of discipline. Your problem is that you are always, always distracted. Your mind is always in a state of distraction. You are not lazy. Your focus is broken into many small pieces. You are not undisciplined. Your attention is being stolen from you. Every day, every hour, your future, your potential, all the great things you can do. They are not lost because you don't want them enough. They are being stolen from you, little by little, like 1,000 tiny cuts from a tiny knife. You don't even see it happening. Think about your day. Some studies looked at people working in an office. They found that something stopped their work every 3 minutes. Maybe it was an email. Maybe it was a message on their phone. Maybe it was their own mind thinking about something else. Every 3 minutes. And other studies show something even more shocking. When you are pulled away from your work, it can take more than 20 minutes to get your full focus back. Think about that math. If you are distracted every 3 minutes, and it takes 20 minutes to get back, you are never truly focused. We are living in a storm of distraction. Our minds are always being pulled left and right. The world we live in today is a battlefield. It is a battle for your attention, and most of us are losing this battle. This is not just an idea. This is real. It happens in your brain. Let's talk about how your brain works in a very simple way. Imagine your phone makes a sound, a buzz, a ping. When you hear that sound, your brain can release a chemical. This chemical is for stress. It puts your body on alert. Something is happening. Pay attention. At the same time, your brain thinks about a reward. Maybe it's a like on my photo. Maybe it's a nice message from a friend. Maybe it's exciting news. This wanting a reward releases another chemical. This chemical makes you want to check. And check again. And check again. It is a little trap. A brain chemical trap. And very smart people in technology companies designed these traps. They want to keep you looking at your screen. This constant changing of your focus has a big cost. Studies from famous universities like Stanford University show this. Our brains are not made to do two difficult things at one time. We think we are multitasking, but we are not. We are task switching. We are quickly jumping from one thing to another thing and back again. Imagine you are trying to write an important email. At the same time, you are listening to the news, and your phone is buzzing with messages. Your brain is jumping. Email, news, phone. Email, news, phone. Every jump has a cost. Scientists call it a cognitive cost. It means every time you switch, you lose something. It makes you slower. You make more mistakes. And you feel more stressed and tired. Some studies even found something very interesting. People who multitask with media all the time, like watching TV and scrolling on their phone, they actually get worse at focusing. They have more trouble ignoring things that are not important. So when you think you are being fast and doing many things, you might actually be training your brain to be more distracted. You are practicing the skill of being distracted. This is the real thief. This is what steals your potential. It is not one big moment of failure. It is not a big drama. It is the quiet, slow wearing away of your ability to control your own mind. It is trying to write that important report while your email is open. It is trying to have a real deep conversation with your partner while the TV is on. It is trying to be present with your children while you are scrolling on your phone, looking at pictures of other people's children. Your focus is broken. It is fractured. That is why your big goals feel so hard, so impossible. It is not because the mountain is too high to climb. It is because you take one step up the mountain. And then a notification on your phone pulls your eyes right back down to the bottom. You never build momentum. You never get going. You never get to feel that amazing state of deep focus. The feeling called flow, where work feels easy and time disappears. Your life becomes a long list of things you started, but never finished. And you feel so overwhelmed. You feel you have too much to do. But the problem is not that you have too much to do. The problem is you are trying to do everything at the same time. And when you do that, you do nothing. But do not worry. There is a way out. There is a weapon to fight this enemy. Section 3. The reveal, the one master skill. Intentional attention. So we know the enemy now. The enemy is distraction. The enemy is the constant stealing of our focus. So what is our weapon? What is our shield? What is the skill that helps us stand guard and protect our minds? This is the master skill, the one skill that controls your life. It is the strong base where discipline is built. It is the real place where motivation comes from. The skill is intentional attention. Intentional attention. Now, that might sound too simple. Maybe you were expecting a big secret word. But please do not think simple means weak. Simple can be very, very powerful. Intentional attention is maybe the most important skill for our lives today. And it is the skill that most people forget about. Let me explain what it means in very simple words. Intentional attention is the ability to choose where you put your awareness, to choose what you think about, and to keep your awareness there for a period of time. And when your mind wanders, when your focus moves away, you gently bring it back. That's it. It is simple, but it changes everything. Think about your life. Are you the driver or are you the passenger? The passenger is carried along by the buzz of the phone, by random thoughts, by what other people want from you. The driver chooses the destination. The driver puts their hands on the steering wheel. The driver decides where to go. Intentional attention makes you the driver of your own mind. Now, this is not the same as discipline. They are different. Discipline is forcing yourself to do something. I will go running, even if I hate it. Intentional attention is the skill that makes the action possible. It comes before discipline. You cannot be disciplined about writing your book if you cannot first put your attention on the empty page for more than 3 minutes. Attention comes first. And it is not the same as motivation. Motivation is a feeling that makes you want to do something. Intentional attention is a function of your brain. It is a power. It lets you choose to act no matter how you feel. And here's the big secret. The secret that the motivation experts do not tell you. When you do the action again and again, that is what creates the feeling of motivation. When you take a small step and then another small step, you start to make progress. When you see progress, you feel good. That good feeling is motivation. When you see results, you feel motivated. Wow, I learned 5 new English words today. I want to learn more tomorrow. So action comes before motivation. And action is not possible without attention. Do you see the connection? Attention. Action. Motivation. Not the other way around. Why is this the master skill? Because everything you experience in your life is decided by where you put your attention. The quality of your work, the quality of your relationships with people you love, the quality of your inner peace. All of these things depend on the quality of your attention. When you lose control of your attention, you lose control of your life. A very wise man, a philosopher named Epictetus, lived a long, long time ago. He said, "You become what you give your attention to." He did not know about brain science. but he understood this deep truth about life. Now, modern science shows us that he was right, and it shows us how it works. It works through something called neuroplasticity. That is a big word, but the idea is very simple. Think of your brain as a garden with many small paths. When you walk on a path one time, you can barely see it. But if you walk on the same path every single day, the path gets deeper and wider and stronger. It becomes easy to walk on that path. Your thoughts and your attention work in the same way. The brain has paths too. They are called neural pathways. When you repeatedly put your attention on something, you are strengthening the pathways in your brain for that thing. You are walking on that path again and again. So when you give your attention to distractions, when you check your phone every 2 minutes, when you switch between 10 tabs on your computer, when you let your mind wander everywhere, you're practicing being distracted. You're building a strong, wide path in your brain for distraction. You're making your brain good at being shallow and unfocused. But when you practice intentional attention, you do the opposite. You choose to focus on one thing. You are walking on a different path, the path of focus, the path of depth, the path of control. Every time you do this, you make the focus path in your brain a little bit stronger. Some people are born with a brain that finds it easier to focus. But attention is not something that is fixed. It is not something you either have or don't have. Attention is a muscle, a cognitive muscle, a brain muscle. And what do we know about muscles? You can train them. You can make them stronger. This is the best news you can hear. This is so empowering. It means you are not broken. You are not lazy. You are not a failure. You are just out of practice. Your attention muscle has become weak. It has atrophied because the world is constantly pushing against it with more and more distraction. So the answer is not to just try harder. The answer is not to wait for a magical feeling of motivation. The answer is to start training, to start a simple, regular training for your brain. Stop blaming yourself for being weak and start training to become strong. And I will show you exactly how to do that. Section 4. The how to, training your attentional muscle. Okay, this is the most important part. This is where we move from ideas to actions. If intentional attention is a muscle, how do we train it? How do we take our brain to the gym? The good news is you don't need anything expensive. You don't need to go to a special place. The training is simple. It is practical. And you can start doing it today in your normal life. We will learn 3 main methods, 3 core exercises for your mind. Think of them like exercises at a gym, like lifting weights, or running, or stretching for your brain. They are 1, single task reps, 2, presence drills, and 3, the morning reclamation. Let's look at each one step by step. Training method 1, single task reps. The first exercise is the most important. It is the foundation. It builds your basic attention strength. We call it the single task rep. A rep is one movement in an exercise, like one push-up. We live in a world that tells us multitasking is good. Doing many things at once is a superpower, but we learned that this is a lie. Science shows us it is the enemy of deep focus. So, the cure, the antidote, is single tasking. Doing only one thing at a time. This exercise is the practice of giving your full, complete, undivided attention to one single task for a set amount of time. Here's how you do it. It is so simple you might laugh, but it works. Step 1. Choose one task. Just one. It should be something that needs your brain, like writing an email or studying for a test, or reading a difficult chapter in a book, or even planning your week. Just one thing. Step 2. Eliminate all distractions. This is so important. You cannot skip this step. Put your phone in another room, or at least turn it completely silent and put it in a drawer where you cannot see it. Close all the other tabs on your computer. Turn off the TV. Find a quiet space. Create a small, safe bubble for your focus. Step 3. Set a timer. This is the secret key. Do not say, "I will work for 3 hours." That is too big. It is scary. Start with a single rep of just 15 minutes. 15 minutes. That's it. Anyone can do anything for 15 minutes. This makes it easy to start. It feels possible. Step 4, begin. For the next 15 minutes, you have only one job. Work on your chosen task. Now, listen closely. This is the most important part of the training. Your mind will wander. It will move away. A thought will pop into your head. Did I reply to that email? What should I have for dinner? I wonder what's happening on social media. This is not a mistake. This is not a sign of failure. This is the training. This is the moment the muscle works. When a weightlifter lifts a heavy weight, they feel a strain in their muscle. That strain is what makes the muscle stronger. When your mind wanders, that is the resistance. That is the weight you are lifting with your brain. Your job is not to never get distracted. That is impossible. Your job is to notice that your mind has wandered, to become aware. Oh, look, my mind is thinking about dinner now. And then, without judging yourself, without saying, "Oh, I'm so bad at this," you gently but firmly bring your attention back to your task, back to the book, back to the email. Every time you do this, every single time you notice your mind has wandered and you bring it back, you have just done one mental rep. You have made your attention muscle a tiny, tiny bit stronger. Start small. Try one 15-minute session in the morning. Just one. After a week, if it feels good, try 2 sessions. Maybe one in the morning and one in the afternoon. Slowly, you can make the time longer. Maybe you try 25-minute sessions. This is a famous technique called the Pomodoro technique. Over time, you will notice a change. The urge to switch tasks will become weaker. The voice in your head will get quieter. Your ability to go deep into your work will grow. You are truly, physically changing the pathways in your brain. You are rewiring your brain for focus. Training method 2, presence drills. Okay, exercise number 2. We call this one presence drills. The first exercise, single task reps, is for long focus, like running a marathon. Presence drills are for the small moments. They are like quick, short sprints. They train your attention in your everyday life. So many things we do every day, we do on autopilot. We are not really there. For example, when you eat your lunch, are you really tasting the food, or are you watching TV or scrolling on your phone or thinking about work? When you walk to your car, are you feeling your feet on the ground? Or is your mind a million miles away? These moments are opportunities. They are small chances to train your attention muscle. We can turn these boring moments into small focus exercises. The goal is to connect your attention to your body, to the physical feelings of right now. Here are 3 simple drills you can try. Drill number 1, the pre-meal breath. Pre-meal means before your meal. Before you take your first bite of food, any meal, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Just pause. Stop for a moment. Take 1 deep, conscious breath. Just 1. Breathe in through your nose. Feel the air fill your lungs. Then breathe out slowly through your mouth. For just 5 seconds, focus only on the feeling of that breath. This small action is a pattern interrupt. It breaks the habit of mindless eating. It pulls your attention from the future or the past and brings it right here to the present moment. Drill number 2, the sensory snapshot. A snapshot is like a quick photo. A sensory snapshot is a quick photo with your senses. Whenever you are walking from one place to another, from your house to your car, from your desk to the kitchen, take 10 seconds to take a sensory snapshot. Instead of being lost in your thoughts, you will use your senses on purpose. Ask yourself, what are 5 things I can see right now? Look for colors, shapes, light. What are 4 things I can feel? Feel the keys in your hand, your feet on the floor, the air on your skin, the shirt on your back. What are 3 things I can hear? Listen for sounds near and far, a car, a bird, the sound of your own breathing. This simple game pulls your attention out of the fog of your thoughts. It connects you firmly to the real world, right here, right now. Drill number 3, active listening reps. Conversations are a big place where our attention fails. Often when someone is talking to us, we are not really listening. We are waiting for them to stop talking. We are planning what we are going to say next. We are thinking of our reply. The next time you are talking with someone, a friend, a family member, a coworker, make your only goal to truly understand what they are saying. Listen to their words. Listen to the feeling in their voice. Is it happy, sad, tired? Look at their face and their body. When your mind starts to wander, when you start thinking, okay, my turn to talk, that is the rep. You notice it, and you gently bring your attention back to their voice, back to their story. This will make you a much better listener. People will feel more connected to you, and it is powerful training for your attention muscle. These drills seem very small, but when you do them again and again, they have a huge effect. They teach your brain a new lesson. The lesson is, I am in control. I can choose where my attention goes. You are learning to anchor your mind in reality. Training method 3. The morning reclamation. This is our 3rd and final exercise. It is very powerful. I call it the morning reclamation. To reclaim something means to take it back. We are going to take back our mornings. How you start your day is very important. It sets the tone for the whole day. For most people in the world today, the day starts with a big failure of attention, a catastrophe. The alarm clock rings, and what is the very first action? They reach for their smartphone. When you do this, you are giving away your most valuable attention. In the morning, your mind is fresh. it is rested, and you give that fresh, clean attention away to other people's plans. You open your phone and you are flooded. A flood of information comes at you. Emails from work, those are other people's problems. News alerts, those are the world's problems. Social media feeds, that is a highlight reel of other people's lives. So, your day starts with reaction. You are reacting to everything. You are in chaos. You are putting out fires before you have even decided what you want to build today. The morning reclamation is about creating a safe, quiet, screen-free space for your mind in the morning. The rule is very simple. For the first 30 to 60 minutes of your day, you do not look at any screens. No phone, no computer, no TV. This will feel very strange at first. You will feel an itch, a desire to check your phone. That is the addiction talking. That is the weak muscle wanting the easy thing. Your job is to just notice that feeling and not act on it. This time is for you. It is your time. So what do you do in this time instead? Many wonderful, simple things. First, hydrate and move. Drink a big glass of water. Your body needs it after sleeping. Do some gentle stretching, or go for a short 5-minute walk outside if you can. Second, you can journal. Get a simple notebook and a pen. Do a brain dump. That means you write down everything that is in your head. All your worries, your ideas, your to-do lists. Get it all out of your head and onto the paper. Then after that, write down the one most important thing you want to do today, your number one priority. This simple act of choosing your focus is a powerful act of intention. Third, you can read a physical book. A real book made of paper. A book does not have notifications. It encourages deep, slow, single-task focus. Or fourth, you can just sit in silence for just 5 minutes. Sit in a chair and just breathe. Let your mind be quiet. Let the world be still for a moment. Studies have shown that this is very powerful. Even short daily practices of mindfulness or quiet time can help people in very stressful jobs like soldiers. It helps protect their attention and their memory. By taking back this first hour of your day, you are sending a powerful message to yourself. You are saying, "My attention belongs to me. I will choose where it goes. I will start my day with peace and intention, not with chaos and reaction." Your morning decides the feeling of your day. Make it a feeling of calm, intentional focus. We have talked about so much today. If this idea feels right to you, the idea that you can train your attention like a muscle. If you are tired of being in that sad motivation guilt circle, then I want to invite you to do 2 small things right now. First, if you have not already, please subscribe or follow our podcast. We are all about learning these science-based tools to build a better, happier mind without all the confusing hype. Second, I want you to join me in a small challenge, a 7-day challenge. I want you to pick just one of the training methods we talked about, just one, not all 3. Maybe you will choose to do one 15-minute single task rep each day. Maybe you will choose to do 5 pre-meal breaths each day. Or maybe you will choose a screen-free first 30 minutes for your morning. Just pick one and commit to doing it for just 7 days. Then go to the comments section for this episode, and I want you to write, "I'm in for 7 days," and tell us which one you chose. When you make a public commitment like this, it makes you much, much more likely to do it. It's a promise to yourself and to our little community here. You are not alone. Let's do this together. I will be reading your comments. We started our talk today about that bad feeling, the feeling of being stuck. The feeling of having great things inside you, but not being able to let them out. For a long time, we have been told the answer is motivation. But that is a feeling that comes and goes, and it leaves us feeling helpless. Or we were told the answer is discipline, a hard, grinding fight that leaves us tired and burned out. But today, we found a deeper truth, a kinder truth. The real battle is not for your motivation. The real battle is for your attention. And it is a battle that many of us have been losing without even knowing we were fighting. The world is not going to change. It is not going to become less distracting. The phones will keep buzzing. The notifications will keep coming. The only way to win is not for the world to change. It is for us to change. The only winning move is to become less distractible. And this is not a sad message. It is a message of incredible hope and power. The master skill, intentional attention, is not a special gift for a few lucky people. It is a strength. And it can be built by anyone. Anyone who is willing to do the training, to do the reps. It is a muscle. And you can train it. Starting today. I want you to imagine something just for a moment. What would your life look like if your focus was just 20% better? Just a little better. Imagine sitting down to do your most important work, and the world just fades away. You are in a state of flow. It feels good. You are making progress. Imagine having a conversation with someone you love, and you give them the beautiful gift of your full, complete presence. You are really there with them. Imagine going through your days feeling calm, feeling in control, feeling proactive, not reactive, not being pulled from one fire to the next. This is not a dream. This is not a fantasy. This is the real, direct result of training your attention. Life feels like it slows down, not because time is changing, but because your experience of time is not broken into a million tiny, useless pieces anymore. You start to live a life with depth and meaning, not a life of shallow, busy activity. The way forward is not some huge, scary change. It is the small, steady, almost invisible work of doing the reps every day. It is the decision to put your phone in another room. It is the choice to set a timer for 15 minutes. It is the gentle act of taking one single conscious breath before you eat. These are the small moments where your new future is built. This is where you take back your power from the thief of distraction. So please stop waiting. Stop waiting for a feeling to save you. Stop waiting to feel good before you start. And please, stop blaming yourself. Stop telling yourself you are not tough enough. This game is not about feelings, and it is not about force. It is about focus. Start your training. Start small. Start today. The person you want to become, the life you want to live, is waiting for you. It is on the other side of your attention. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me today. It was an honor to be with you. Remember to be kind to yourself on this journey. Learning a new skill takes time. You are learning. You are growing. And that is a beautiful thing. Please don't forget to leave a comment to let me know you're joining the 7-day challenge. I am excited to see you there. Keep going. You are doing wonderfully. See you next time, my friend.